gentlemen, welcome back to another fantastic episode of the 8201 Studios. Mr. Know Nothing here with John J. Before we get into the topic of the day, let's do a little housekeeping. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that social media
right now.
jazz.
Do it now.
Right now. If it looks like this, you should be able to click it. That's all I'm saying. So for today's episode, we survived.
We did survive, man.
We survived.
We survived a police shooting.
We survived.
We survived a police shooting. So fortunately, no one was hurt in the material that we gathered from this. You all may be wondering why we have on the same exact clothes in the second episode, because we're doing. We had to do another episode back to back because we went to make a little trip to the liquor store. And we got
top shelf that we talked about.
We got pulled over by the fucking police.
This is a fact.
So, you know,
what we really want to talk about. Today is, because as soon as we got pulled over by the police, him and I both knew exactly what to do. It was like instinctual.
It wasn't instinctual. It's a lot of practice. It's a lot of practice not getting shot in your ass.
This is true. So the funny thing is like, whenever I do get pulled over by the police, I always think to myself, am I doing this because I've been conditioned to do it, or am I doing it out of fear? I don't really know. So, I mean,
it's out of fear.
You think so?
Yeah, So let me preface it. So again, we're gonna talk about it, and we want to hear from you all. So obviously, I want to know about it in the comments. We want to know about it in the comments. Comment, like the video. But I am a black man. Mr. Know Nothing is a fucking black man in America, right? And I'm gonna be very candid. As a black man in America, knowing the things that are going on, I feel, as a Pisces, because that's what I do. I feel I'm gonna try to be as objective as possible.
Be feeling out here,
but niggas, the niggas is soft, so I feel as though a lot of times that people, and not that it's right that people end up, getting murdered. Nobody is God. Nobody can determine, okay, you're gonna get executed today. But I feel like in many cases, niggas be doing shit that they not supposed to do. Me and Mr. Know Nothing just passed the test with flying colors. And we survived a police shooting. We could have easily been murdered. There were 2 cop cars. There was 1 cop car. Then, they pull up with another one. Just in case they like, all right, we might have to shoot a nigga today. And if you've been in that situation, you know how that goes. So
when the second car pull up, that's when you start to get a little worried. You're like, oh shit.
Goddamn.
You call backup? This ain't good.
So right now, what we're going to talk to you guys about, we're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it simple. But we want to talk to you guys about the procedure that you need to follow to survive a police shooting. And it's very simple. All right. And, and we actually learned a couple things from one another. I think Brendan had it down pat, but, as an educated black man in America, I have been to jail multiple times. And the majority of the time, it was my fault, because I was ignorant and I was young and I'm reckless.
People make mistakes, man. It's okay, man. People make mistakes.
But, now it's not like it was 10 years ago. It's not like it was 15 years ago, when motherfuckers was going to jail. Now you get pulled over and you can be murdered by the police. I don't have to tell you.
Multiple facets, multiple things that can go wrong in a police encounter. So, and that's really what we want to tackle today is that, like you said, a procedure of how to ensure or how to give yourself the best option
to not get shot in your ass.
To not get shot in a police encounter. So, number 1, this is the first thing you do. The minute you get pulled over, turn on your interior lights. Now, why are you going to do that? All right. You're like, I don't know why I'm turning on my interior lights. What do I do that for? 1, if it's at night, turning on your interior lights will let the officer know there's nothing in the car for you to fear. You damn near don't need your flashlight because you can see everything going on in my car. Doesn't matter, right?
Smart. That's smart.
That's what the police officer is thinking of is, what don't I know? When they come to your car, that's what they're thinking.
The police officer is thinking, am I gonna have to shoot this nigga in his ass?
Yeah, and what breeds that is, I don't know if he got something. So if everything's dark, now I'm on edge. But if he put on his lights, I mean, we good. I can see everything that's going on. It's nothing. You know, I'm the officer is less on edge, and you're better protected when you turn on your interior lights. It's just a fact.
So I just learned that, and Mr. Know Nothing has prevented me. I like my ass, you know.
He doesn't want more bullet holes.
I like my ass like it is. Pause. I like it.
Big pause.
I don't want no goddamn bullet holes in my black ass. All right. Now, I like what Mr. Know Nothing said. Number one, turn on all the interior lights. Number two, pull over immediately. Now here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know from the viewers, though. If you're, let's say, on a highway, if you're in somewhere like Kentucky or Mississippi and you're on a dark road and a back road, do you pull over immediately?
That's actually
because it's like,
that's a conundrum, man.
I mean, I can easily be shot in my ass if nobody else is around. I don't know what's going to happen. But here's the thing, though. I say still pull over immediately. And here's why. Because if you keep going, then all types of things are running through the police.
Yep.
And again,
tensions raised.
You know, and then if you are a police officer, you know, comment down below, because I want to know from you all. I want to be educated, and I want to know how at some point, you know, we're gonna have children, or I'm gonna have children, and I want to know.
You don't think I'm having kids?
You said what?
You don't think I'm having kids?
What?
You said we gonna have children. No, I'm gonna have children.
No, I'm just saying. I don't want to speak on behalf of you, but I'm just saying. At some point in time, motherfuckers gonna have children. I want to be able to make sure that they're safe. So any feedback that I can get from the police, you know, that would be great. Or if you know anybody that's in the police force. But here's the thing. So I feel like you should pull over immediately, because if you keep going, why do they keep going? Are they drunk? You know, are they trying to evade the police? Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot this nigga in their ass? The level of shooting a nigga in his ass goes up the longer that you don't put. Like, for instance, we all watch movies, we all watch shows and things like that, right? So if police have to chase you, the chances of you getting shot in your ass, or your ass kicked, or your face thrown into a curb is gonna be much higher. And again, I'm not saying what's right or what's wrong. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to, you know, put some fillers out there. But if I was a police officer, and I would never be a police officer because I'm a business owner, I'm a businessman. That's two opposite ends of the spectrum. But if I was, and I had to chase a nigga, I would probably shoot him in his ass.
I'm upset, man. Why you got me? Why you dragging me out here for 5 minutes down the road on anything? You need to pull over immediately so I can get on with my night. You can get on with your night. I agree. Pull over immediately is definitely number 2. Number 3. Very, very important. Before the officer gets to your car, turn it off, put the keys somewhere visible.
Yes, absolutely.
Turn it off, put the keys Me personally, I put them on my hood. Me personally, I turn it off. Nah, I put them on my hood. I'll turn my car off, boom, put them bitches right on the hood. Again, this is all about your safety as an individual. But you have to understand, these officers, I don't know what's going on in their family life. They could have just came from a domestic violence call. They could have just came from an actual shooting. They could have came from a daggone shootout. I don't know what's going on. So I need to make sure that I put myself in a position to make it home and put this officer a little bit more at ease. So if I turn my keys off, put him on the hood, what's the officer thinking? He's not going nowhere.
Not going nowhere.
You're not going nowhere.
Not
going nowhere. That's the most important part. Because again, if the officer knows you're not going nowhere, then they have nothing to fear. They maintain a level of control of the scene. But you also maintain a level of control over the officer's emotion.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's our part as the pedestrian. We need to control the officer's emotions.
To be completely honest, and I'm always be honest because I feel like this is a space that we can be honest. Being that this is 8210
It's
8201 Studios.
8201, baby.
This is going to be a space that we're going to be very honest. We're going to say words like nigga. We're going to use profanity. So parental advisory
Parental discretion
is advised. Parental discretion is advised. But as I can only imagine what type of anxiety that type of position comes with. We get into these debates about obviously black and white and racism and different things like that, and blue lives, black lives matter. But here's the thing. Again, some people say, well, if you don't have that type of discretion, or if you don't have that type of discernment, well, who the fuck, like Mr. No Nothing said, how do I discern? I just came from a shootout. I just saw the most fucked up shit that you've ever seen, and now I'm going into another situation. I'm going to carry every experience that I've had in every situation that I've had. So I'm not giving anybody a pass because, again, that's not what I'm here to do. But I understand when you know better, you do better. So, again, in that position, I've seen so many times, even, I have family members that I talk to, a cop pulls you over. And it's almost like, you remember Animaniacs?
Yeah. That's actually one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, so remember, they had a whole section where it was like, things you should do. You should do X, Y, Z. Things that you shouldn't do.
Yes, I do.
It'll happen, and this shit will happen, right? So, that's the premise behind it. So, again, I can only imagine what type of choices these people have to make.
In a split second.
If you're irate, I don't know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna err on the side of
making it home.
Yeah, it's me. It's me against you. So, in order for it to not have to be that type of situation, that's why we're going through these things. So again, that's number 3. Put your shit on top of the hood. I usually put it on the dashboard, but that's taking it a step further. If you put it on the hood, it cannot hurt. The motherfucker knows that you're not going anywhere. You're going out of your way to show them that you're not a threat.
100%.
So, number 4. All right, number 4. Put your motherfucking hands out the window. Your hands should be all the way out the window. Like I didn't mean that.
It's all good, man. Out the window.
Out the motherfucking window. Like, you got somebody in the pasture. Hey, Mr. No, hey, put your motherfucking hands out. Nigga, put your hands out the window. You got to put your hands all the way out of the window. Mm-hmm. Because if you do that, again, it puts them at ease. So you pulled over immediately. All the lights are on in the car. Mm-hmm. Your keys are on top of the car. And you have your hands all the way out of the window. Mm-hmm. You are not a threat. Now, some people, and I want to see the comments. So, and don't go easy. Don't
be timid, man. If we're wrong, listen, I am Mr. Know Nothing for a reason. I assume, now I don't not know things. I know things, but I assume, and I always put myself in a student's mentality, open to the possibility that I am wrong. So if I am wrong, or you know something better, or you have different results, please enlighten us, teach us. This is a community of people that just want to learn. You know what I'm saying? So embark upon us your knowledge. That's it.
So, number 5. What's number 5?
So, number 5, after everything is visible, whatever the officer asks you for, you acknowledge what he asked you for, and then you don't have to necessarily ask permission to get it. But if you need my license, you
gotta ask permission.
If you need whatever it is, I'm gonna tell you where it is before I go get it. So, license and registration. My registration is in the glove box, officer. Can I get it out of my glove box? Yes, you may. Now I will reach very slowly. I'm gonna perfect. I'm gonna get what I need. I'm gonna flap it open. Wherever I'm looking, it's gonna be completely visible to the officer. Again, what you have to understand is it is the officer's job to assess the threat. It is the civilian's job to control emotions. I'm gonna say that again. It is the officer's job to assess the threat. It is the civilian's job to control emotion. If I get irate, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna get irate because I'm in control of the emotion. He or she, whoever the officer is, has to assess the threat. Is this an immediate threat to my life? Is this an immediate threat to the public? And then that officer's gonna act accordingly. But if I control the emotion of it, we talk a lot about de-escalation. We talk a lot about the officer should have de-escalated. The officer should have listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. The officer's job is to attempt to control the threats around him or her.
Hey, and if it's a threat, then I'm gonna neutralize.
You have to eliminate the threat.
Neutralize is a nice word of saying shoot you in your black ass.
Shoot you in your ass.
So number six. What Mr. Know Nothing just said is the most important point, and it may be the last point. Don't get a fucking attitude. Don't get an attitude.
Point blank, period.
It doesn't matter if they pulled you over for nothing. It doesn't matter if they're wasting your time. And I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback. What do you mean it doesn't matter?
What do you mean to respect us and blah, blah, blah.
No. If you don't want to get shot in your ass,
black ass,
don't get an attitude. I want to be cordial. I want to be respectful. I don't have to, I don't have to be a bitch about the situation, but I don't need to escalate the level of emotion because, like Mr. Know Nothing said, they're assessing, is this a threat? So if I'm just, I'm gonna say, well, I want to go through, what a good situation and a bad situation actually looks like, but it's not that big of a deal. Go home, and relax. If a motherfucker asks you, all right, I need you to step out of the car. Yes, I will step out of the car. Yes. I need you to put your hands behind. Yes, I will put my hands behind my back. I will do whatever I need to do to get the fuck home. I don't care. And then afterwards, in most cases, if it's a decent human being, they're gonna be like, all right, we misread the situation. We thought that you were somebody else. We apologize. This will happen. But on the flip side, what we're gonna go through, you're gonna get shot in your ass. So don't get shot in your ass. So give you a little preface on the situation that just occurred. When we left, I didn't have my ID. I didn't have my wallet. I didn't have a bunch of different shit that you're supposed to have or you go to jail.
At all times.
My license is still registered in Atlanta. Easily, I was in the wrong. And, I got pulled over. We got pulled over for some bullshit. It was because the headlight is out. But, at the end of the day, the headlight was out. So my job is to pull you over when the headlight is out, and I recognize something, and then we went through all of these different steps. Mm-hmm. I didn't have my license. I gave the guy my name, and, he ran my credentials, and then he was like, hey, look, I'm not worried about the headlight. Get the headlight fixed. I know you didn't have your license. Make sure that you have your license. I'm supposed to give you a citation for that. Supposed to give you a citation for this. But since you handled it properly, then you good. You good to go. I'm not gonna shoot you in your ass today.
Here's the point that we skipped over. After we went through steps 1 through 5, all the things.
6.
Well, no, all the things that we do before the officer comes up. When the officer came and approached the vehicle, his flashlight was only on for 2.2 seconds because everything was on the car.
Yeah.
And he immediately said, "It's all good, fellas. You guys can relax." So he immediately assessed that we were not a threat. Everyone's guard was down. He knew it. Everything was good. He said, "It's all good, fellas. Y'all, you can relax. It's all good. I just stopped you. Do you know I pulled you over? X, Y, and Z, all these other things." So even before the officer gets to the vehicle, we've already calmed this person down. We've let this person know that, listen, you guys did all this to make me feel good, man. Y'all can relax. We good. I'm probably not even gonna give you a citation for what I'm supposed to give you a citation for. I'm gonna give y'all a warning, verbal, written, whatever. Y'all good. We just gonna get this over with so we can both continue our night. He literally said that. He literally said, hey, I just want to let you know your headlight was out, but I mean, it's all good. Just, I'm gonna run it real quick and we'll get you guys out here. We get on with our night.
Now, he did take a little too fucking long.
He's back there for what it seemed like 45 minutes.
But that, so, we cracked a little joke while we was in the situation because it's like, is he taking long? Or is this you just got pulled over by the police time?
Yeah.
Because getting pulled over by the police time is a different, it's like the hyperbolic time chamber on Dragon Ball Z. 1 minute, nigga, is like goddamn 3 days.
That's crazy.
You're like, goddamn, what the hell? Did I forget about something? Oh, shit.
Do I have a warrant?
Yeah, that's when a nigga start thinking. At first a nigga cocky, when he first walk away. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, I'm clean. Yeah, my shit Gucci. So then the nigga start thinking, oh shit, did I not pay a ticket? Did I not do?
Probably ran that joint twice. Wait a minute.
Shit, damn, I ain't been to Georgia in a minute. Let me shit, did I get Georgia, this cleared DC, up? Let me
what's going on?
So a nigga don't sweat. Nigga don't sweat. I didn't been through the ringer. But at the same time, you start to think all those things. But if you follow steps 1 through 6, then you remind yourself that even if I do go to jail, I'm not gonna get shot in my ass.
I will make it to see that.
You go to jail, it's not the end of the world, but if you get shot in your ass,
that is the end of your world for sure.
That could be the end of your world.
Yeah, for sure.
So just to rehash steps 1 through 6. So step 1, making sure that you turn on all the lights. Make sure that your car is nice and bright.
Lit.
Step 2, make sure that you pull over immediately. Even if you're in a remote area, because again, if you continue moving, they could easily slap you with evading police. I had to follow this motherfucker. You evading the police, I'm taking you to jail. Step 3 is making sure that you put the car is off and you put the keys on top of the car. Step 4 is you got to make sure that you put your hands outside of the window.
Windows are all the way down.
So that they can see everything. Step 5. What was
notify where your credentials are.
Yep.
And that you're gonna reach for it.
Talk about all the actions that you're gonna go through in order to follow their instructions. So okay, yeah. So I'm just make sure you show them your palms. I'm just going into
right there. Cool.
Yep. And then you do that. And then step 6 is just staying level headed and not arguing and not being a fucking asshole. Now I want to know from you all, if you follow all of these steps, do you think people still get shot in their ass?
No. I want you guys to tell us, though. My verdict, no.
I mean, I don't know. I see these situations, that are online. I'll give you an example. The Marine or the Army guy, I think he was in his Army outfit. He was in the truck at the gas station. And the police swarmed up on them and they were like, we need you to get out of your car. No, why am I getting out of the car? What am I being charged with? Sir, get out of the car. No, I am not getting out of the car until you tell me what I'm being. If you don't get your fucking ass out the motherfucking car, get the fuck out the car.
That's step 6.
Get the fuck out the car.
All right, cool. Relax. We good.
All right, I'm getting out the car. You need to put me in handcuffs?
Now remember, I do want to mention, before we close, I do want to mention, know your rights. Know your rights. Know your rights. No. Listen to me.
Because that's when niggas start.
To me. I can respectfully follow all of your commands. But I can say with a nice calm, if I'm out of the car and if I'm in the handcuffs or whatever it is, I can say if they have to ask me in order to search my vehicle. I can say I do not consent to any search or seizures. Officer, am I being detained? I could just ask about my where I am in the process. If it does escalate anywhere beyond what we just discussed, being inside the car and all these other things, you do not. You have the right to deny a search and seizure. If you do that, though, it will raise suspicion. That's 100%.
And your shit gonna get searched anyway. And they're gonna bring up the dogs and your shit gonna get searched. So that's a whole nother conversation. If you doing dirt, don't get pulled over by the police.
Yeah, if you're doing dirt, you do 1 through 6 immaculately. Because if it goes anywhere past that, it's a wrap.
Yeah, you fucked. You fucked.
It's a wrap.
Because as soon as you deny that search and seizure, but that's another thing. If you drinking and driving, which I don't recommend that you do, unless you're a professional, I wouldn't drink and drive. But if you do drink and drive, always deny the breathalyzer. Because that's the only way you're going to beat the case. If you deny the breathalyzer, you always beat the case. 100%. I ain't going to say 100%.
I know nothing
but I have
that, so.
I have multiple DUIs. I've beat them all. No, I don't want y'all to believe that I'm an alcoholic. There were things that happened. There were some things that happened. We'll get on that on a different topic.
Listen. We're gonna end the episode here. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts are on the 6 steps that we outlaid here. Make sure you do all that social media jazz. Share with your friends. 8201 Studios. We always getting it done.